Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 3920. Today's date is 3rd of March 2026. It's been almost like a night at 8:41 p.m. Alright, let's just jump into the question. Let's go. Alright, the question is, who can support me or hold me accountable to help me stay disciplined with my financial goal? Oh, that's a really good question. Okay, first of all, what exactly is this question, and why am I asking this question to myself? This is couple of weeks ago, I read a book, Psychology of Money. I wanted to implement the value that book taught me. How do I supposed to do that? By asking question to myself and giving the honest answer. So I went to ChatGPT, say this thing, I read this book, I wanted to implement the value, suggest me 20 question. This is one of those question. Okay, now basically is this thing regarding about this question. The question says that who can support me, who can support me or hold me accountable to help me stay disciplined with my financial goal. Okay, it means that the question is actually about whatever your financial goal. Okay, who do you trust, or who do you kind of like a say, or who do you kind of like a simply that key like accountable support me, like basically I understand the meaning of support, but I don't really understand the meaning of accountable, because someone like support you means kind of like a help you. Accountable means like that a kind of like a something like you are the accountable for something like responsible probably. How does someone would be responsible for my goal? But probably I would take support would be really good. Okay, so the question is that who is kind of like a somebody support me to achieve my financial goal? First of all, do I have financial goal? Okay, so what is actually the financial goal? Let's just understand the financial goal. Financial goal means like that you decided that some certain amount of time you might gonna earn this much amount of money, or maybe till the end of retirement, or till the end of this year, or till the end of this decade I might gonna earn this much amount of money. So that is called kind of like assembly financial goal. And for that financial goal, if you wanted to achieve that financial goal, you need a kind of like assembly someone support. So who do you kind of like seek for that support? Okay, that's a really good question. But if I'm trying to understand now, do I have that financial goal? No. What? Like you don't want money? Like let me tell you one thing now. Okay, when you think about financial goal, means like that you are thinking about money, right? Means like that you are think about money. You think about that na ki till the end of this decade, or maybe after the 10 year, or after a couple of year, or let's just say after a 5 year, I need to earn $1 million money. Okay, so this is your financial goal. So if you say that earning $5 million or earning maybe $1 million within a 5 year, so this is my financial goal. So if this is your goal, like earning $1 million money, so probably you might gonna do anything, or maybe like basically this. Let me tell you one thing, na. Okay, how you earn money or how much you earn money, it depends on how much you work done, right? That is very essential thing, na. Okay, how does someone kind of like offer you money? In like you have to kind of like if someone kind of like giving you $1 million, in return he is needed something from you. So let's just say, okay, like from this hypothetical point of scenario, okay, let me tell you a couple of things. Okay, so let's just say that ki you decided that within a year I will gonna achieve $1 million is my financial goal. Okay, now I said that ki kill this particular person, I will give you $1 million. Okay, so your goal is to get $1 million. I am giving you $1 million, but for that particular purpose you have to kill somebody. Would you do that? You might you might will not gonna do that, right? Yeah, obviously almost like a 90% of the people will definitely not gonna do that. Okay, that's a really good question. Instead of that, I will give you $1 million. What if can you kind of like start your kind of like assembly gambling? Okay, yeah, like basically is this thing na ki I will kind of like simply give you $1 million if you became a gambler or things like that, or maybe kind of like assembly like a kind of like assembly is this thing that ki like OnlyFans. Okay, I don't know how to like basically what I'm trying to tell you is this thing na. Okay, it's a kind of like a very okay. There are so many ways to earn money. Okay, yeah, good ways and bad ways too. If you want to try to earn $1 million money in good ways, it takes time. Yeah, legitly take so much amount of time. Okay, yeah. And if you wanted to earn $1 million amount of money in bad way, there are so many ways to do that. I don't have to tell you, there are so many ways to do that thing. Okay, yeah. So basically is this thing, if your goal is to earn $1 million amount of money, whatever it takes, then probably is this thing you might gonna do lot of stuff that might not right or maybe wrong. So basically the question is actually wrong. The question is not supposed to be that ki what is your financial goal and how should you supposed to achieve and that and that. Like basically don't think about money, think about work that you do. Like basically I don't know, I want to earn money? Yes, I wanted to earn money, but I wanted to do work. Like basically what is actually this thing na ki amount of money that you earn is because of amount of work that you provided to the people or amount of value that you provided to the people, right? So that is what it is na. Think about the work, think about what you can give to the other people, what kind of like a value that you give to the people. This is what is it, dude. Don't think about money, think about that what could you value that you kind of like give to the people. More you give value to the people, more you earn money. Example is this thing that ki, let's just say that ki you are selling a t-shirt. Okay, you are kind of like you are selling a t-shirt and basically you are not earning that much amount of money. Okay, yeah. So how should you supposed to do that? You kind of like make your t-shirt as good as possible as you can, aesthetically pleasing, kind of like assembly like a comfortable to wear and things and that and that. Then after that, probably you're gonna spend money on marketing and things and that, and then you kind of like assembly sell your t-shirt to the millions of t-shirt to the millions of people, and then you will earn millions of dollars, right? So basically is this thing, if you wanted to earn millions of rupees or millions of dollars, obviously you have to provide something millions of effort, like things and that. You have to provide effort na, you have to provide value to the people na, right? So basically the question should supposed to be is this thing that ki what kind of like assembly value that you will gonna provide to the people so that you will gonna earn money that much. Like that will be a financial goal. Because of that na, ki when you think that what is your financial goal, then probably is this thing that comes with a kind of like assembly wrong choices. Because most of the money that you earn in very less amount of time, those ways are very wrong ways. And are you wanting to associate with that thing, then that's your choice. Okay, that's your choice. And after you chose this way, then you might not get happiness. Because let me tell you one thing na, what exactly is this thing? What actually that you kind of like feel really good? Money, is the money kind of like give you happiness? Money definitely solve almost like a 90% of your problem. Definitely, yes. But money is not the responsible for the happiness. Like a money is a part of responsible for happiness. Like basically is this thing, if I'm gonna say this is the happiness, how much you like how much you get the happiness is actually depend upon multiple factor. Money is one of that factor, people is one of those factor, relationship, friends, colleague, your work, your purpose, these are all factor are actually combined together to get the happiness, not just the money. Money is just like a piece of paper, that's it. Try to understand that. Okay, so basically is this thing na ki it is okay, it is really good to have a kind of like a some financial goal, because when you have a financial goal, then you kind of like a set yourself kind of like a little bit good. But instead of setting the financial goal, try to set that what kind of like a value that you provide to the people. If you provide the value, obviously you will gonna earn money. Okay, that's the kind of like a simple logic. It's not really that a rocket science and things and that. Now regarding about the question says that who am I kind of like a seek for kind of like a financial support and things and that, or maybe kind of like a financial discipline and things and that. In like a basically is this thing that na ki like a financial support, if I'm gonna say that ki like basically is this thing, right now I'm not really earning any money. Okay, yeah. I am getting like I am not kind of like spending that much amount of money to either. I'm living with my parents. Okay, so I think that na ki I am getting financial support from my parents somewhat. Okay, yeah, but okay, but basically financial kind of like a discipline and things and that, like basically the question kind of like a represent that kind of like a somebody financial discipline. Okay, yeah, so how do I supposed to stay with the financial discipline? Who do you supposed to be seek for that particular stuff? Well, I think that na ki discipline actually came from you, it's not came from someone. Example is this thing, let's just say that ki you spend almost like $1,000 on alcohol every single month. Okay, yeah, and that is not really good, because consuming alcohol is a kind of like something little bit bad for your health. Okay, if you are kind of like consuming occasionally, that is fine, but spending $1,000 in alcohol every single month, it not only cost you money for buy, but it also cost you kind of like whatever the health consequences happen, it will gonna spend that much amount of money too. So regarding about that, if you wanted to protect your health and future and things and that, try to drop that. Or maybe if you wanted to consume alcohol probably once in a 6 months, or maybe kind of like a somebody that key like a buy a kind of like a somebody a particular alcohol which is a very fine and expensive, and drink that alcohol very occasionally. So in that particular context, you might feel little bit of kind of like a premium that you consume alcohol, and it doesn't really bother you that much. Once in a 6 months, that is fine. Or maybe, yeah, like I'm not kind of like a give you a proper things that where should supposed to do this thing, but yes. So who is actually support? I don't know, yaar. I don't really think about that. All right, I just have to go to the bathroom. Okay, I have to go to number 2. Is it? Thank you.